Right, so we're going to do areas, take a break, and you watch what I do now. I'm picking up a lot of green here. I better. Just try and get that off the brush. Yeah, that could be better mixing down here, I think. Right, okay. Now, I'm going to do a very, very pale sky, all right? So very, very, ever so pale. And I'm just brushing it across, not complicated because we're going to have a lot going on in this painting, and you don't need to have it complicated at all. We're going to do a little bit of drawing, but don't worry about that. I'll show you how to do it now. So that is all we want to do for the sky, okay? Nice, light, pale blue. Okay? I'm going to show you something about drawing. Let's get this. There we go. Just going to find my palette now. Now watch this about drawing. Can you remember when you used to get the books, drawing the dots? Yeah. Remember? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you could see the image then, couldn't you? Well, drawing is just like that, really. You've just got to, let me show you. Well, I want you watch this now. I'm going to put a dot there, halfway there, right? Can you see that? That's halfway. I'm using paint, but you know, don't you do it yet, just see what I do first. So up there, and then I'm going to do half that distance per there. Can you see? That is double that. So those are the two dots, right? And all I'm going to do is I'm going to take it up to, that's going to be the point. So it's not center, right? It's not center, it's sort of just left of center. And you what? This is what I'm going to do now, and how easy is this, really? But I should have had you draw this where you put the paint on, shouldn't I, really? But there we are. Watch now. Can you see that? And then, and you don't want it straight, because it's a mountain, okay? You don't want it straight, it's a mountain. Once you've done that, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to mix a blue that'll be darker than the sky. So now I am using ultramarine blue, so you'll have to put a little bit of red with it, right? Not a lot at all, right? Just a little bit. Let's just see what I do first before you start it, and you can see what I'm doing then. Okay. Now it's picking up the colour I've got already on the palette, on the canvas, but that doesn't matter because I want that sort of sense of atmosphere, so that's okay, that's great. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to work a little darker blue this side, not much. Now you could leave it at that, that's fine, there's a mountain for you, right? But I'm going to put it a little darker there, so it just varied a little bit. Now what I'm going to do as well, you've got to be so careful with this, and perhaps you shouldn't even attempt this, right? Because it'll go too green with you probably. But I'm going to put a little bit of green in there and mix it. And I might mix it with my hand actually. And that will give the effect of the light catching that side of the hill. But can you see that? I'm going to mix now a darker blue again now. So it's exactly the same you did with the mountain, right? Only you're going to put a bit more red with it. And put a little bit also of that yellow ochre with it, so that it won't be too like violet then. And you just watch what's going to happen here now. I've made, don't know if I've made enough, we'll see. So I'm getting the sponge. You want to come closer, right? Let's just see. Okay? So I obviously I'm coming over the actual masking tape. Let's have a look here. So I'm coming over the masking tape, and what you've got is the effect of bushes. See that? Just dab it, but you don't want it all even. Do you know what I mean? You want it where it's larger in some places than others. And if you just dab it and take it off like that, see the effect
Which
is.
side of the sponge are you using?
Sorry?
Which side of the sponge?
Well, oh, the white side.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's
What is it? Bit of red
and the blue. Put a little bit of the yellow, let the yellow go with it. And it will, can you see that now? Now, if I take my masking tape off,
Say red. Now we're talking about the
cadmium red and the blue, and then you could put a little of the other red in as well, then it's Venetian red you got.
Okay.
Let's try, see what happens here now. Can you see what I'm going for? Can you see that?
Yes.
So once you, so just dab it with a sponge, and then when you're finished, just take the masking tape off. Now I'm using the cadmium yellow, right, with the blue, plenty of white. Now then, if you watch this now, I'm going to start light, because it's in the distance, right across, up to that line, basically. And then I'm turning the brush on its side. There we go. Can you see what's happening? So that's a very light yellow, cadmium yellow, with the ultramarine, with the white. And now as I'm coming forward, I'm going to put it that little bit darker. Can you see that? All it means is I put more blue in than the yellow. So again, you're looking for that gradation. So that looks further away. So all the time, now I'm putting a bit of red, cadmium red with the blue and with the yellow, okay? So it's going on a warmer, what they call it, a warmer colour where you've got red in the green. But if you can see that, you might see a gradation of light right down to the green. Now put plenty of paint on, don't go skimping on the paint. Now plenty of paint here, so and really that's all I'm going to do for now, just with that gradation in there. All okay? Right, the next stage now, what I'm going to be doing is getting a dark, so you could put that sienna, you know the sienna you've got, with the blue, and then a little bit of red.
What's the one?
But you want it. Let's try this for now. Now, a trick with a lot of artists, they pretend there's a tree outside here and it's casting a shadow, okay? So it casts a shadow along here. So this would be darker, okay? And what will happen then is it'll lighten up that area. So if we have this here again,
What is that again?
so I put blue with the sienna and a little bit of red to get a nice dark warm colour, and all it means is that's gone dark here, okay? And I'm going to put a little bit up here, not much, just a little bit to give a sense of distance. There we are. Okay? So if you darken that corner, this left-hand corner, we'll be putting the poppies in, okay? And you want them to register. And there we go. Okay.
No, I didn't get it.
Now, so I'm going to get the pure red, the cadmium red, find an area. I've got to put a little bit of water with it, not a lot, just a little bit so it will spray. We're going to try that. Now, the trick is starting far enough away, right? If you're too close, you know, it can be too much. So I'm going to start and then come nearer. I'm using my arm, but there we go. That's not working. Let's get some. That's it, more water. That's it. See, I had to put a bit more water on it to get it going. Now I'm starting up here first. You probably can't see it from back there, but that's just great for what I want now there. And now I want it thicker down here now. So I'm going to work on just areas at a time down here, not try and do it all. Can you see? I don't know if you can see it from up there. Like I say, if you don't want to get into a mess, you can forget it. This is, let's get more water. Yeah, it probably might need more water than you think at an angle like this.
You like flick it, do you?
Oh yeah, you just flick it and take it across as you flick it. And the same applies if you're doing pebbles, you know, you can do different colours on a beach like this with, now I've got quite a blob there, but that won't matter. I'll turn that into a bigger poppy now. Right, now I've got that on there, what I can do is get the brush. If I get the rigger brush. Let's have a look now. So what I'm doing is larger ones now. Because they're nearer, you see? Let me get some more red. Yes, before you would do it, if you wanted to come up and just see exactly what I've done. And when you do poppies like this, don't do it everywhere. Just choose a little area at a time and do it in clumps. That always applies when you're putting flowers in a painting, rather than trying to get them everywhere. And what I would say to you is when you get home, get a black pen, and you could put dots where you'd have the black on some of the poppies, you know, if they're close up. No, really, I don't want...
A felt pen.
Yeah, felt pen, black. I could do it with my rigger, you know. But I'll try doing this one perhaps. You see, if I just put a little... Let's get this rigger and do it with this rigger. Yeah, later on if you come up you would see what I've done, and you could do that with a pen. It won't work now because the paint is wet, but when it dries you could do that. And then what I'm going to do now is get this now, and I'm going to put a rock here. So I've got put a rock by here. Put another one bigger, I think. Oh, sorry, are you looking for a toothbrush or your own thing? Yeah? There we are, so there, sorry, that was caught up there now. There we are, look at that. There we go. Clean up. There we are.
Andrew, did you say you had toothbrushes?
Oh yeah, we've got toothbrush, yeah, if you need toothbrushes, give a shout. Oh, I did that. So, we've got a couple there, look. There we are. Anything else in your toothbrush?
Yes, please.
You want a bit of
You have a rubbish?
Yes, please. Thank you.
What colour do you use for the rock, Andrew?
White with a grey, really, bit of blue in it. It doesn't matter really, as long as it's, because you can go over it with different colours later.
Well,
Yeah, watch David there. You don't get any on your top now. Don't get on the radiator. There we are, I think.